Hello, I am Leo Dalys from Sydney, Australia. In my testimony of how I got converted by Medjugorje, I mentioned that I was an angry young man. My anger was partly to do with I didn't really understand that God works in His own time. He doesn't always answer our prayers when we ask Him to. He sometimes delays, and other times He doesn't answer our prayers in the same way as we'd like, because His ways are not our ways. He knows what's best for us. We know about the stones of Medjugorje: peace, Eucharist, confession, reading the Bible and fasting. These are great ways to improve your life, but I won't go into them because they've already been documented in many other videos and books. But here's a few ideas I've learned over the years. God likes to be glorified. So if you have a particular problem and you've found that the normal channels of prayer and fasting, etc., don't seem to be working, try this little prayer. Dear God, I offer this particular problem. Please take it and use it for your glory. And pray that same prayer to Our Lady too, then you've got two people helping you. On the 6th of November 1986, Our Lady asked us to pray for the souls in purgatory, partly because they've got no one to pray for them, and secondly, we'll get a group of intercessors to help us, because once they reach heaven, they'll be eternally grateful to us for getting them out of purgatory. So there was a St. Gertrude prayer, prayer given to St. Gertrude by Jesus many years ago, and I've made a slight modification to it. So you pray, Dear God, I offer all the masses said in the world since the last time I prayed this prayer, for the sake of souls in purgatory, peace in the world, and the Holy Father's intentions. I offer it in union with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. As I mentioned in that message from Our Lady, helping the souls gives you intercessors. So after you've been praying this prayer a few times, if you have any problems, pray this next prayer. If there are any souls in heaven who I've retrieved from purgatory, can you please help me with this particular problem? I can tell you, you'll be surprised at the results. There's many ways you can help the souls in purgatory. Apart from that prayer, there's of course the Mass, which is the most powerful prayer. There's Divine Mercy, the Rosary, and of course offering up any suffering that you're having in your life for the souls in purgatory. In Matthew 11 verse 28, Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and need rest." Now, Jesus doesn't say things He doesn't mean. So tell Him your frustrations. Say, Jesus, you said to me, come to me, all who are weary and need rest. I'm tired of this particular problem. Can you please help me? And that can help in quite a few instances. In Luke 18, we read about this judge who was pestered by this woman who kept coming to him and saying, I want justice from you against my enemy. And the judge kept ignoring her and she kept persisting. And eventually he gave in and helped her. Jesus said that God is like this judge because if you keep persisting, He will listen to you. Sometimes He will answer you straight away, but keep up the persistence. Sometimes people go through what is known as the dark night of the soul. Some of the great saints have talked about this. This is when you pray and pray and pray, but you feel as though your prayers are not being answered, and you feel that God's very distant from you. If you keep praying during these hard times, It's actually a sign of faith, and you'll get more graces than when prayer seems easy. This is because you're keeping up the faith of trying to persist in your prayers, and you're not giving up. So in these times when you're having trouble, don't give up. Because as I've said before, if you pray and you think you're not getting anywhere, and you stop praying, you'll get even less help than if you are praying. Remember in Gethsemane, Jesus had trouble. He said, if this cup can be taken away from me, then do it, but don't do my will, let your will be done instead. So he had his weaknesses, and he'll understand that we have trouble. Remember on Calvary, he said, my God, why have you abandoned me? He was the Son of God, and yet he felt abandoned. So even though our difficulties can be hard, let us take some heart from Jesus' own suffering. I'd like to reiterate a message I've mentioned in several of my other videos. Our Lady said that our life is passing like a flower, and we're on the road to eternity. So if you feel that life is hard and you're having trouble praying, remember that all these things will pass. Jacob has said that after seeing heaven, it was very difficult to come back to earth because heaven was such a wonderful place. So let's keep our visions of eternity in the front of our minds so that we can be encouraged to keep praying and hopefully end up in heaven. I hope my talk has been of some motivation to you, and I'll say once again, even if your prayers don't seem to be helping, don't give up. Thank you.